All right.
All right. So that's a wrap.
That's a wrap. Yeah, that's a wrap.
Yep, seems like that's the end. Yes.
So
But there were tantalizing hints that there's actually it spawns new storylines. So, Captain Rambo, Monica,
yes,
Yep.
she's been assigned a new vision.
looks like a new, maybe a lead into Captain Marvel too.
Captain Marvel 2 likely because that was the Skrull.
Seems like a lead-in. Yeah.
Yeah, that was
What's
from the
the
first
Jono?
movie. Yeah.
What's the Skrull, Jono?
Remember in Captain Marvel there was the Skrulls and
Yep.
who's the other one?
To understand that, watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I wasn't expecting to see Skrull there.
Oh, you mean the chick that sort of wasn't human and told her friend of I'm a friend of you.
Mom,
Oh,
of
okay.
your mom. Yeah.
Mm.
So leading to Captain Marvel and probably Secret Invasion as well.
And it's like emotionally Wanda's made amends and made some advancement by, you know, getting rid of that world. She knows that she's now in reality. Those people aren't going to like her, but she's still haunted by the phantom fake kids.
Yeah, Billy and Wickham. Yeah.
I think that's why they're leading on to Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
So it wasn't what we thought it would be, but it's still leading up to Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah, I mean, she's not exactly bad. Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
she's not bad.
She's not totally bad still. Although she might be becoming a bit mad, but
yeah, she's not bad because when she hears those people's pain,
yeah,
she actually she realizes what she's done and she actually says, go get out of here. She doesn't want to hurt them.
Yeah, because she did that unintentionally. She didn't know
and she also
was hurting
protected the military that were going to fall onto the ground, and she sort of stopped them falling, you know, at a low level and then just sort of brought them down gently. So she's not bad. I think how she explains it is quite apt. Like, even she doesn't understand her power.
Yeah, like she never thought she was a witch.
Yeah.
She didn't learn spells. She didn't learn magic. It just happened naturally for her.
Yeah.
That's right.
Although, remember that Agnes said she's unleashed something terrible? What do you think that might be? You know,
is it because now instead of Agnes absorbing her powers, it looks as if she was the one that absorbed all of Agnes's powers, and she had already in the past, like last week's episode, she had already absorbed other people's ones. So Wanda's now even more volatile because she now not only has her powerful powers but has accumulated more.
Yeah.
Probably.
She was casting those runes or something.
Yeah, and she only learned that of Agnes in the last episode. That wasn't something she knew beforehand.
Yeah.
And I think now with knowledge, it's even more dangerous because when she didn't know anything and it was all instinctive, but now she has a framework of, there are incantations, there are runes. Now she can be a lot more deliberate in what she does as opposed to being guided by instinct and a will.
Yeah. I think that's why at the end she has had the Darkhold.
Yeah, the book, right? Yeah.
Or a version of the Darkhold. That's since we now know that there are many different versions of the Darkhold.
Well, maybe she's unleashing something because of the book. Yeah.
Yeah.
That might be what Gata was warning about.
Or she's trying to find a reality where the kids are alive.
Oh. So is the Darkhold, do we know anything about it apart from this episode, last episode? Like, does it also foretell what she will do? Is it like a sort of it tells the future as well, prophesies?
So the
In a way, yeah.
Darkhold is the. Here's something about the Darkhold. The supernatural author of the Darkhold is something called Chton. Chton, is that how you pronounce the name?
There.
Yeah.
So she might be unleashing.
Agnes mentioned
Yeah.
that it's chaos magic. Her,
Yeah,
her
chaos
magic is
magic.
different.
Yeah.
because
So
it's chaos magic.
this thing here, this picture of Chton.
But effectively, from what
Yeah.
they said with the Darkhold, is there's an entire chapter devoted on her.
Yeah.
The
Oh yeah,
Scarlet
yeah,
Witch.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So she is something that apparently was prophesized in the Darkhold.
In the book, yeah, yeah.
And her power even exceeds the Sorcerer Supreme that we know is Doctor Strange.
Yeah, that's what she was saying, right? Like that she would exceed even Doctor Strange's power. Like even exceeds that of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who used to be the Ancient One, but now is Doctor Strange.
But the ancient ones, did she die? She died, right?
She died, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So Doctor Strange took the mantle of the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah.
So I guess watch.
I mean, I was kind of expecting some kind of cameo from some.
Yeah, I was expecting that as well.
Never happened.
I feel like you expected Doctor Strange
Well,
to appear.
it may be Doctor Strange
least.
or even some, because they've been teasing about somebody, isn't it? Like
Yeah, so they completely trolled us.
so that never happened.
The only surprise appearance is the crawl.
Yeah,
And
that
then
wasn't a big
Mephisto as
reveal.
well.
Nothing.
Yep. And there's no Mephisto reveal that we were expecting.
It was a good episode, although I mean
They trolled us.
they showed us and
It's showed.
there wasn't anything really surprising that happened, right? In the episode. Kind of expecting it all to kind of like
Yeah.
resolve in this way.
Yeah, but we at least got Vision versus Vision.
Yeah. So what happened
That was
at the end there? So is the White Vision the new Vision now?
Well,
But then how come
the
he
White Vision
disintegrated?
is still the real Vision because that's the actual body of the Vision.
But then didn't the created Vision give him all the memories so that he could now become the essence of back to the original Vision? But then I got confused because when Wanda dismantled the Wandaverse, her Vision universe, he disappeared too.
Yeah, because they weren't real.
Yeah, but then the real one is real, and I thought he's got the memories of the old one, so he now carries, like he's not just a blank slate controlled by, what's his name, Haywood.
Haywood.
Yeah.
Haywood, yeah.
Yeah.
It for me, it felt like when all those memories were actually sort of copied into the blank state. The blank state became the real Vision because he's got the real original parts plus the memories.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
it's that whole thought experiment that they were talking about.
The
The Wicked
Theseus,
Pyramid?
the
The
ship of
ship of Theseus.
Theseus.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
if all of the parts of the ship were replaced by new planks of wood, would that still be the same ship?
Mm. There was a similar question on one of the QI episodes I watched about how old people actually are, and they're like, they don't mean your age, but because your body parts keep getting replaced.
Yeah, so it kind of opens up, a new beginning for Vision, in a sense. Like there could be something.
Yeah, but effectively, since this is the MCU, this is not the last time we'll be seeing them.
Mm.
Maybe we'll see Vision later
the-
in another show or movie.
Yeah, so could open the path for a new beginning.
Especially if you
Yeah,
looked at the eyes, it changed from the really tech
Yeah,
crazy eyes to human eyes again, yeah.
looking eyes. Yeah. So there may be something.
There may be
coming up.
something.
Yeah, because when he unlocks the memories of White Vision, right, and then that's the last thing that he did before he flew off into the unknown. So yeah, and he did say "I am Vision" line, right? He said "I am Vision"
Yeah,
right
he
here.
said I am Vision.
So confirms that Paul Bettany's time in the MCU is very far from over.
I mean, definitely coming back, I think.
Yeah, it leaves stuff open, so
Yeah, leaves it open.
I guess we'll see what happens. So it seems like next week we have nothing. But the following week...
Well, actually, next week there is
start.
apparently there's a behind the scenes kind of episode.
behind the scenes one.
Okay.
But it's not like a new
Yep, but it
episode.
seems like after next week, which we probably won't do anything because it's a behind the scenes one. But the following week will be the start of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. So looking forward to that one. So
Yeah, I want to see what happens with Captain America, the mantle of the shield, I guess.
Yeah, so Falcon and the Winter Soldier is coming. Awesome. Yep.
Sorry, the Winter Soldier's coming.
Falcon and
The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, the new series.
which is coming in 2 weeks. Yeah.
How many episodes is that one?
8 episodes.
Yep. Almost the same. Yeah.
Tuesday.
Yeah, but I think the Falcon and the Winter Soldier will be longer in terms of episode time. Because I'm thinking it might be just the standard 40
minutes.
40-minute episodes that we're used to.
Here's this interesting one. So the post-credit scenes actually setting up some movies and TV shows. So this is what we are saying. Skrulls. Oh, Nick Fury.
Yeah, Secret Invasion. Who else would be up in space?
Because he's an old friend, isn't it? It's an old friend of Maria Rambeau. And it's like pointing up. It's like, where?
Yeah, so
and
Nick
I
Fury,
remember
come
Nick
on.
Fury is now in space. Yeah. Fury. Okay, that's interesting.
And it does seem like the Skrulls are good in the MCU instead of in the comics.
Yep.
Or maybe some Skrulls are good, some Skrulls are bad. We'll see.
And then at the very end, we also heard the screaming, the twins.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a replay of when the boys go, "Mommy, Mommy," when they needed her.
Yeah. So maybe there's something strange and dark lurking behind her new home. Because remember, we were seeing her living in that house up in the mountains,
Yeah.
peacefully and remotely. But then I was kind of.
I think that was just a projection because if Wanda is a Nexus being, there is only one Wanda. So it can't be another Wanda Maximoff.
Because we are seeing like her double or something at the end. Right?
Yeah, I think that's a projection.
Projection.
So people can't find her probably.
Yeah, you're right. She's now projecting a different version of herself. While the real one is actually reading that book. Yeah. So she's still kind of doing stuff. Using her magic.
Yeah, but I think she's trying to find like a version of reality where the twins are real.
Yeah.
Because if it's like the whole multiverse thing and she could just jump across some different realities, that might be a possibility.
Yeah.
Plus, in the comics as well, there was the story of like Billy and Tommy as well that we talked about, House of M and all that. And even in that comic, the kids were not real. They were just a projection of what's of her mind, really.
Yeah.
So it really shows that they're keeping up with the comics as well. Like they're trying to use similar stories to the comics.
It's good that they're trying to bring as much of the comics into this as they can, I think. Which, they didn't have the opportunities to do the Avengers movies.
I guess instead of like having it all in a movie, it does work a lot better in a TV show.
Yeah.
Like even from like last episode, we looked at Wanda's past for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I mean,
you can't put that in a movie.
You wouldn't spend that long on in a movie. That's almost
of course
half.
not.
Yeah.
I agree with you, gents, because it's trying to explain so much,
Yes.
and it's doing it in a really good way. It makes more sense to make it into a mini TV series than trying to create this extra long movie where sometimes things get lost and things are shown and explained. But even with this TV series, we're still going, hey, did you catch that? What does that really mean? And I think they did a good job by switching to this format of miniseries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's their idea from like the Phase 4 slate of MCU. That's why they have like a lot more TV series this time around than movies. I mean, they're still releasing the movies, but to have everything connected to the movies and the TV shows, that's absolutely brilliant.
And it's not like it's an afterthought. There's a strong nexus, connection, continuity between them. Unlike, say, the Simpsons TV show, and then you had that odd movie, or other types of things like that.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's what the MCU has been good at from the start. They were able to create a continuous story across over 20 movies, 20 or more movies. That's a lot of movies, and it's still growing.
So just because I'm quite surprised, you said there are 20 or so movies in the Marvel universe, right?
Yeah, well, Phase 1 to 3.
Phase 1 to 3 was, I think, at the end of Endgame and Far From Home, that's 23.
Wow.
Yeah, 23. Yeah.
And that's not including the recent releases coming soon, like the Black Widow movie or Shang-Chi or the Eternals. And we also talked about Captain Marvel 2, Doctor Strange and Multiverse of Madness, even Spider-Man 3 coming soon, all part of the MCU.
Hey guys, can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
good to see you guys. Yeah.
So have you already watched it?
Yeah, a bit of actually. Yeah. Watching in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, I was hoping more for the show though, because we never saw like Mephisto. Like
never-
we wanted to
Yeah,
see
I-
Mephisto.
What's the hype around that, and then got deflated because he didn't
Yeah, they
appear.
were building the hype. That was weird and annoying.
Oh, the hype. Yeah.
But then I think I got something right at least. Ralph was
At least
That's-
Ralph we saw finally.
yeah, true.
Yeah, so this year, right? Ralph Bohner.
Ralph Bohner. So at the end, he was like a nobody, just Ralph Bohner.
Yeah, I mean that's a disappointment. Like, and that's why some people hated it.
What?
Why? So
yeah.
what you just showed us said something about Quicksilver. So in real life, is he
Yeah.
actually Quicksilver?
Yeah, in X-Men.
Yeah, he played the Quicksilver in X-Men, not in the MCU.
So yeah, he's another actor who played the same Quicksilver character, but not really, because in the
But-
MCU he was played by someone else.
Oh,
Yeah.
but in this particular thing, he's actually not Quicksilver. He just
Well-
plays like a random guy called Ralph Bohner. Is that what?
Who happens to
Yeah,
look
it
like
seems
him?
so. Yeah.
So it's a gag. It's a gag.
The Pietro.
Even though there were many theories about how this is like X-Men gonna be entering the MCU.
I can talk now.
Oh, you're not. I'm muted.
Yeah, I don't think that they were trying to introduce the X-Men yet at all anyway.
What are they talking about? Which part?
But yeah, it is a bit disappointing.
Maybe.
Well, see, that's the thing. That's the thing, though. This is still saying that it's because we fans, we were expecting a lot because we had all these theories.
Put it here.
Yeah.
And we were also led on to
She
what
did.
we thought,
I'm not close enough. That's all
Oh
right.
yeah, guys. Come on a second.
because we were even being led on by Paul Bettany for who this mystery character
Yeah.
coming would be.
That's
And there was no one.
That's
really?
So the 1, 2, 3 one.
They just trolled us.
That one?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I haven't.
I just had some more water.
Yeah, but I guess we don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It got pretty intense. Yeah, it's in my.
I like the
I just have
commentary
to
that we're
sort of get in.
reading them
Notice
because you're right. I think people are disappointed, just like anything in life, because whatever happens doesn't meet their expectation. And I think fans just wanted too much and were expecting certain things to happen, but they're not the right.
Yeah, I could hear like everything going on. Like, wow.
Yeah. So this is what officially I guess the unveiling of Scarlet Witch official costume.
Yeah, so now we have a new costume of the Scarlet Witch.
So
Which is actually kind
interesting.
of cool.
So this is how it compares to the comic book look, right? Looks. So that's how it looks like in the comic.
Yeah, the comic books don't always tend to look as good as like the.
So and this is how it looks now.
Because if you look at a lot of the comic book like costumes, they never look good on
On
an
the
actual
screen.
person. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't look good on
They
screen.
look more like a cosplay sort of thing, isn't it?
But even the cosplays end up looking corny.
That's why in that Halloween episode, she finally got to
To wear that one, but it looked like absolutely ridiculous. But I think they were playing
Which is-
on it as well.
kind of playing on it. Yeah.
But yeah, that was a fun nod to the whole thing. But overall, I think the series was a good series. I definitely recommend it to watch for like anyone who likes the MCU.
Here's
Yeah, definitely.
here's a few Easter eggs.
It's 100%. Yeah.
So
I
at
have a
least now we
question.
also see more
Easter eggs.
of Monica Rambeau's powers.
Yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I thought Monica
Monica
Rambeau was just
Rambeau.
a normal human, but she has powers because, like in that picture, her eyes glowed yellow and she could stop the bullets. So, what is she really?
Oh, the yellow one.
Photon, yeah.
It's either Photon or Spectrum, depending on which comic they're basing her on. But
Also, we don't know yet. We just know that she's got superpowers, but her true identity is yet to be revealed. Is that what you're saying?
or which persona she's taking on this time.
After finishing.
Because in the comics, she's either known as either Photon or it's the Spectrum. And she's also known as Captain Marvel as well in some comics.
Oh. Captain Marvel.
Yeah,
Hey.
so she's known as like the next Captain Marvel or Photon or Spectrum. Depending on where they want to lead that character on, I think we'll find out later. But all we know is that she is Monica Rambeau.
Hey, was that Doctor Strange in this one?
No.
No, okay.
Well, he was mentioned.
Oh, he was mentioned.
Supreme.
But it wasn't.
But it was mentioned. Yeah, okay. I see.
Yep.
There's an amusing nod to the Wizard of Oz, apparently.
Oh.
In that scene where Wanda swats Agatha out of the sky, and she finds Agatha's boots left behind, which is an amusing nod to the Wizard of Oz, where a dark witch was killed when a house crashed upon her, leaving only her boots sticking out.
Oh, I never would have got that.
Yeah, it's a bit. Yeah.
Obscure reference.
Yeah, I didn't get that. I just went, oh, I see boots.
Yeah, see boots. Like what?
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we got this. At least Jono did. So the Book of Magic is the Darkhold.
Or one of the Darkholds
One
that
of the
we
Darkholds.
know of from Doctor Strange.
And it contains an entire chapter on the Scarlet Witch, which you mentioned as well, the basis of Agatha's knowledge about Wanda. And so as a result, the post-credit scene reveals Wanda has taken the Darkhold and is reading it herself. And I think we mentioned this just now, the elder god Chton, who used Wanda as a pawn to invade the Earth. And this might be leading into Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Maybe.
Yeah, coming next year.
Coming 2022.
Doctor Strange too, huh?
Yeah.
That should be a good one.
And if you've been following the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., the book is also in it. But
Yes.
not canon.
I kind of disagree with this because in Doctor Strange, they did mention that there are many, like, books,
Many versions of the book. Yeah.
or many different versions of the Darkhold. Like,
Yep.
that isn't just the single Darkhold. And if you look at
That's funny.
where
Sorry.
they keep all the books, there were like many spaces where there were books which were missing.
So, what do you mean there are many versions?
Right.
Do you mean like the content's actually the
Right.
same,
No,
but they're just duplicates of each other, or new editions, or reprints sort of ideas?
different versions of the Darkhold with different knowledge.
Oh,
So the Darkhold in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. works very differently than the Darkhold that we have seen in WandaVision.
Who's still in here?
Charmian, Steph. Hey guys, Bernie's here, yeah.
But
Yeah.
considering I would still say that it's still in the MCU.
Oh, MCU, yeah.
So you guys saw the episode?
Yeah, I saw it.
Yeah.
I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
But in
It's,
terms of saying that they could completely disregard Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. is kind of not
yeah.
E
ideal.
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. Nothing. It doesn't
Doesn't relate to
relate to it at all.
Oh.
Well, we know it's a
like you
different
said, could be
version of the
different book,
Darkhold.
Could
But
be
we know
different-
that there are multiple different versions of the Darkhold.
Yeah, like you said, there's different versions of the book or different books for the Darkhold, but they all come from the dark matter, right? The dark matter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we do know that there are many books that were also missing. So maybe we'll find another Darkhold somewhere.
Mm.
Because if you guys saw, as you know, the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Darkhold, the design of the book is very different.
Yeah.
So there are many different Darkholds with multiple different knowledge.
Hmm.
And they all could be canon.
Yeah.
Canon.
I wish personally, I thought it would be better if they have just one Darkhold book.
Well, if you watch Doctor Strange, you can see that there are multiple books.
Speaking of Doctor
Yeah.
Strange, Scarlet Witch's power exceeds the Sorcerer Supreme that we talked about just now. Even
But
the
which
Sorcerer
source-
Supreme.
But which Sorcerer Supreme is she talking about? The ancient
The
one
ancient
or
one?
Doctor Strange?
Well, it
Yeah.
says one now should be capable of feats of magic that would be beyond even the ancient one, right?
Yeah.
So who was the Sorcerer Supreme before Doctor Strange?
Mm.
Yeah.
Because right now the Earth doesn't have a Sorcerer Supreme to protect it anymore. The ancient one died. And it says Stephen Strange is yet to prove himself worthy to become the next Sorcerer Supreme.
So
Well, he
I
already
guess
calls
Doctor
himself the Sorcerer Supreme.
Yeah, I guess Doctor Strange is the new Sorcerer Supreme right now, right? They're currently, even if he's not as powerful as the ancient one.
He's still not at his peak of his powers. So
You
We'll
think
see
Wong
it.
is more powerful?
well,
We'll see it in Multiverse of Madness. We'll see it then.
The second one.
I think Wong will be in Multiverse of Madness as well.
Wong.
Yeah.
And you probably talked about this, but what happened to the big Mark Hamill cameo?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
So-
wanting the cameo. There was
So I
no
think
cameo.
it's a
They
bit of a
trolled us.
troll, that one.
As a troll.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul Bettany trolled us.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Marcus,
Sorry,
could you scroll back up?
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
Up a bit, up a bit. Oh, no, yeah. Oh, sorry, no, down, down. Yes, according to
Hmm.
Yeah, the
That's a
ancient
good-
one.
it means Wanda should be a. Hang on.
Feats of magic that will be beyond even the ancient one, which is this.
Oh,
Person, yeah.
played by Tilda Swinton.
Swinton,
Oh,
yeah.
man.
Hmm.
It's the ancient one.
So that means. Oh, the Earth doesn't have a Sorcerer Supreme. The ancient died. Oh, okay. So Doctor
Well, Doctor
Strange,
Strange is
isn't-
calling himself.
Oh yeah,
Himself
he's
the
calling
Sorcerer
himself. I guess this article is just saying that he's yet to prove himself worthy, even though he's called himself that.
Oh, he calls himself that, but does that mean
Jesus
we're not
Christ.
sure if he is?
Well,
Well, currently he is.
I guess
He's
he.
the
And
closest one
Since
to it, I
there's,
guess.
since there's no one else taking up the role, he is.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I guess he's the
Well,
closest one
he's
to
the
it.
next in line, I guess,
And the ancient one actually did want him to
to
succeed
do it.
him.
Yeah, yeah.
Ah, so it's safe to assume then that Doctor Strange is actually the current ancient one.
Not ancient one, just the
Sorcerer
Sorcerer
Supreme.
Supreme.
Oh, sorry, Sorcerer
Yeah.
Supreme. My bad. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, but because even if you watch the Avengers Endgame movie,
Hmm.
Oh, yeah.
the ancient one was already aware of Doctor Strange even before he got his powers.
Yeah, she saw the future. Who it
Yep,
was.
so she knew that Doctor Strange would succeed her,
Yeah.
which is why she already kept a watchful eye on.
Yeah.
Doctor
on Doctor
Strange.
Strange.
And that's why she gave up the time stamp to Bruce Banner. Yeah.
Yeah, once he mentioned like Doctor Strange, he just did. Why would he do that? There must be a reason,
Hmm.
and that's why she trusted that. Yeah. What else is there?
Well, we sort of
Chaos
mentioned
magic.
this guy, the god of chaos magic.
Ooh.
Implicit references, because she said Agatha says she has no idea what she's unleashed. In the comics, every time chaos magic is used, it weakens the fabric of reality, potentially allowing Chton to break through. So,
So maybe that's what we'll see in Multiverse of Madness.
Chton?
Maybe it's
Yeah.
either that or Mephisto with a literal devil.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Protective bubble over a family in the shape of a force bubble. It's actually one of Scarlet Witch's trademark powers in the comics. Right. Like that
Yeah.
protective bubble, force bubble.
Yep.
So it can be used protectively.
Yeah, that was sort of at the end when she's walking
Yeah.
her family back to the house.
Yep.
I think that's when she's starting to get control of her powers.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Because now she know what she did, she could actually start to set things right. Oh, and
Starting to realize how powerful the magic is. Yeah.
yep. And they do like Jimmy Woo's like back to his old magic tricks again.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, that's the best. Yeah.
Yeah. flourish.
Flourish. Yeah, you saw that the flourish with the handcuffs. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, because he learned how to do that from after Ant-Man.
Ant-Man, yeah, Ant-Man and the Wasp.
Yeah.
He was asking how he keeps
Magic
doing
trick
that
guy.
magic. But I guess it makes sense in a show about magic that he's performing magic tricks
Yeah,
as well.
good point.
Yeah.
Performing
Makes-
some kind of magic himself.
Who, oh, you mean
You mean James?
Makes a lot of sense,
he did
eh?
that card trick, I remember.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, yeah.
The appearing card trick. Yeah.
Yeah, he was learning that after the movie, and now he now knows how to use it. I mean, that sort of magic is really different to what obviously Wanda and Agatha were
It's
doing.
on a completely different level, obviously, but it's a good, it's a nice
Yeah, but
It suits the
effectively,
character.
Jimmy Woo's one is the illusion type one.
illusion. Yeah.
But I guess in Wanda and Agatha's case as well, they still consider their magic illusions as well.
Hmm.
Yeah, their magic is more sorcerer, mystical type.
Yeah, than
Jimmy
actual
Woo's-
sleight of hand.
Yeah, it's like more our real life. Yeah, sleight of hand.
Yeah, like I learned that card
Entertainment
trick
style.
ages ago, but I actually forgotten how to do that before. I can't do it anymore.
You mean the card appearing?
Yeah. Because it used to be like a sleight of hand using your hand movements.
Yeah, the back palm. The back
Yeah,
palm.
the
Yeah,
back palm thing. I can't do it anymore. I used to be able to do it as a kid. I lost that sleight of hand.
Practice makes perfect. I'm sure you can get back into it.
I don't think I'd have. I didn't want the mindset to do it. I'm not the guy who would perform illusions, so
I think maybe Bernie. Yeah.
maybe for fun, but definitely not as a profession. Obviously not.
it's definitely fun to practice, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if you want to learn the trick, you could always look up a YouTube video. There are like many out there. For it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some channels devoted to magic.
Or learning how to
Learning
perform the
card
sleight of
tricks.
hand magic.
Sleight of hand stuff. Yeah.
So Spectrum's powers. So it's apparently Captain
Well, they
Marvel,
haven't.
Photon, Spectrum.
Yeah, they haven't really confirmed that she's either Photon or Spectrum yet. That's what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
is she
she's able to
Captain
absorb.
Marvel, Photon, or Spectrum?
Even better, right?
She can absorb. We know that she can absorb kinetic energy of bullets. Yeah.
So maybe she is Spectrum in this one, but it's still not yet confirmed. They haven't really released a code name. But I thought it would be Photon because of
Can't see the card.
the mother.
We get to sit down, do
Oh, the mother reference. Yeah.
Yeah. Because she was known as Maria Photon Rambo.
So,
Yeah, we saw this flashback.
Of actual movies.
Yeah,
instead of,
from the
like-
movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
So these are all Easter eggs from movies.
a bit lagging.
Scenes from Avengers, Age of Ultron, Civil War, Avengers, Infinity War.
But I guess instead of having it completely separate to the movies, they actually brought the movie scenes in there to confirm that it's part of that timeline
Not
or
very good, this one.
MCU.
Yeah.
It's part of the canon.
Canon.
I am Vision.
Oh, the vision.
It becomes a real vision. West
Yeah.
Coast.
This should remind you of Tony Stark. I am Iron Man.
I am Iron Man. Oh yeah, the phrase.
Iron Man, yeah.
But didn't he also say I am Vision once he was booted? Like in
Other way around.
in Age of Ultron.
Am I speaking?
Huh?
In Age of Ultron, when he woke up finally as the Vision, when Jarvis was placed in him, he actually said, "I am Vision."
Oh, okay. But this makes a good point because if
Like
you
I am not Jarvis. I'm something else. I am Vision.
I'm Vision, yeah.
That talk, that vision to vision talk, that was great, wasn't it? That was a moving moment.
Yeah, it got quite philosophical as well.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
it's
because
WandaVision,
they
That was good.
brought in that proper thought experiment of
Theseus.
You should watch it.
ship of Theseus, which is an interesting thing because I think you kind of learned that in school as well at one point. I kind of did.
See it.
That-
You see it?
I didn't think it would ever come up again, or I'd ever have to remember it.
It's weird.
But
Right.
it
Lagging.
But I guess I started to remember it again after doing this episode.
but this makes a good point because in Spider-Man Far From Home,
Hmm.
yeah, he Vision is in memoriam, so meaning that this Vision is probably still kind of like keeping out of the limelight.
Mm.
Yeah.
Everyone
But-
still believes him to be dead. Yeah,
But then again, it's not the same Vision still.
it's not the same. Although he's the
Or built without the Mind Stone
yeah, but with the memories of Vision.
now, yeah.
Yeah,
So maybe he will be, but I guess that's why they have the whole ship of Theseus.
yeah.
Like, is he still Vision now, or is he something new?
Agatha.
Agatha.
Mental manipulation. Oh yeah, at one point, Wanda did this mind thing,
She did it back to her. Yeah. It's like a revenge.
and then
Yeah,
she
she did
remembered.
the same thing as in Age of Ultron. It's the same movement.
Yeah, the same technique that Scarlet Witch used in Age of Ultron.
Yeah, for the Avengers to see like their past or visions of some sort.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So this
Oh, there.
You shouldn't.
Oh, yeah.
the costume.
Yeah.
Yeah, the new costume.
Yeah, she got a new
New costume.
wardrobe. She revealed her true form.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah.
Her true form.
So
Different
it-
comics.
Well,
It
it
looks
says
good
it's a
though.
blend of modern designs from Uncanny Avengers and from James Robinson's Scarlet Witch run, and it's been significantly improved to avoid exposing too much cleavage,
Yeah, look at that. She complained about it.
which will
Oh,
please
wow.
Elizabeth Olsen because she's previously complained about how much cleavage Scarlet costume show.
Oh,
So this one has none.
How is
More covered
that
up.
funny?
It's more covered up. So
Yeah,
Well,
so
I-
how is
yeah.
that a funny statement?
It's
I
funny,
don't
right?
think it's no, I don't think it's funny. I
Oh,
think it's
okay.
trying to get rid of the whole sexist idea or making the females more
That's-
sexually appealing, which
But-
I did not like either. So making it into this new design where they don't do that, I think it makes it more modern and I think a lot better design.
Yeah, it's just more or less comic booky.
Yeah, and less comic
Style.
booky.
Although obviously they did kind of play to that in the Halloween episode. Even though she
Halloween.
complained about how much cleavage the original costume show.
I guess Halloween costumes, right? Like a lot of
Oh,
in real life, like
Halloween,
it's just
yeah.
the
Yeah,
costumes of Halloween.
yeah, that's why we say that the costumes in the comics never look good on actual people. Yeah.
I think they could have tried something in the middle, like with this costume and between the comic costume and the modern one. Like could have
Yeah, it's a nice blend.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
blend.
could have tried something more in between or something.
Mm.
Yeah.
But then you also get to see like a lot of the details, like the red and the black blend.
Mm. Looks like Catwoman, yeah.
It's very dark red. It's like
Dark red. Oh, dark red.
Red
Oh.
velvet.
Yeah.
It's not as red as the comics. I think.
Oh.
Yeah. So I like the color, though. The new color, I like it.
Part
Oh,
of the
the
Mind
Mind
Stone is
Stone
in
is in
Wanda.
Wanda.
Yeah, she did
Mind
mention
Stone.
that at the end when he was talking to her at the very end. A part of the Mind Stone lives in her and manifested itself in the creation of Westview's vision.
Wow.
Yeah, it's kind of fascinating, right? So Mind Stone is bound itself to Wanda.
Yeah.
So even though Mind Stone's gone, it's kind of piece of it is still in Wanda. So
I
even
guess
though
they-
Thanos may have destroyed them all, but they aren't gone entirely.
Still part of it, yeah.
So I guess how they mentioned like at the end about the vision, like how he started off as just a voice with no body.
Yeah.
That I thought was kind of cool because they reminded us of Jarvis again.
Oh, cool. Yeah, true. Voice with no body.
And then a body but not human. And then
Body
a
but not
memory.
human.
Yeah. And then now a memory, so a memory made real.
Yeah.
Was
Nice.
Vision ever a human body though?
No. That's why I said he had a body but
Not human.
not
Yeah,
human.
Yeah.
thought so. Thank you.
But he started off as
A voice with no body.
with no body. Because he was the AI Jarvis.
Jarvis. Iron Man's Jarvis. Yeah.
Meaning Paul Bettany lasted longer than
Anyone. Yeah. Well, a lot of others.
and even Robert Downey Jr. I mean, there's still a lot running for the title for WWE.
Oh, yeah. Because Robert Downey Jr.'s time in the MCU is over, but Paul Bettany may still continue.
Yeah, so he could still be the longer running one because if you
Yeah.
start off from
Just a voice.
Iron Man as just the voice, the AI Jarvis, and the White Vision is still around, so we could still see him again.
Yep. So yeah, that would make him the longest running actor in the in MCU.
Well, still
Going
until
back to
someone
phase
else
one.
like runs out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Skrull recruiting for Nick Fury.
Yeah, that's the
Secret Invasion.
first post-credit scene, right?
Yeah. Secret
I think that-
Invasion. Here you go. Series on Disney Plus.
When Monica was looking up, I think she'd look at maybe Nick Fury or something.
Yeah, confirmed Nick Fury is in an alliance with the Skrulls, as we saw, right?
Yeah, and it's-
Back in Spider-Man Far From Home.
Yep. Is this a kind of confirming that the Skrulls in the MCU is not bad?
Yeah.
Because in the comics, they were kind of bad. They took over government organizations and tried to bend it to their will or anything. So it's interesting seeing a different side of the Skrulls.
Yeah, so you guys reckon it was too late when she was looking up? It was most likely a Nick Fury, you reckon?
Oh yeah, it has to be. Yeah.
Must be right. He said he was
Or
a good friend,
Captain Marvel.
of your mother's. So
Yeah, it's either Nick Fury or Captain Marvel,
Yeah.
that's true.
but likely it's Nick Fury
More likely Nick
because he
Fury.
is working directly with the Skrulls. So
Yeah,
it's probably more likely Nick Fury.
because they reviewed that at the end of Spider-Man Far From Home, I think
Yeah, from Far From Home.
they reviewed he was working with the Skrulls.
Yep.
The spaceship.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh. So at the very end, when he was reading the book, is this how Doctor Strange reads books?
Well, he kind of made a duplicate. too.
Astral duplicate.
Yeah.
So to do two things at the same time.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's like one of Doctor Strange's
Well, Doctor Strange did that to learn quicker.
significant knowledge at speed. Although this makes a good point though, right? She's doing this without any hint of formal training at all. So
Yeah.
it seems like she's learning really quickly.
But then again, they said that her powers were like magic on the auto.
On auto.
Yeah, autopilot.
Autopilot. I
Magic on autopilot.
definitely was autopilot in that episode. Yeah.
She didn't even know what she was doing. Like, even in this episode, she said that I never learned magic. I had no training. No one taught me how to use it.
Yeah, exactly.
What about the twins' voices?
Yeah, that's
Oh,
something
right, at
which
the end,
we
yes,
still
yes,
want to know.
yes. So clearly not the case that they are gone. So could be another manipulation.
They're actually real humans, the twins. Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know. Don't count them out yet.
Yeah. And plus, if they're trying to set up the Young Avengers, that's something interesting. Like, Haley Steinfeld is going to be the next Hawkeye, so that's also part of the Young Avengers.
Yeah, Haley Steinfeld. Yeah, I heard about that.
Well, that's
He's
all.
going to be the next Hawkeye. So what happened with Jeremy Renner?
Jeremy Renner.
Jeremy Renner's daughter. That's gonna be.
Yeah, it's meant to be Jeremy Renner's daughter in the show.
Oh.
I was talking about the TV show, yeah.
But if you know Haley Steinfeld, she did play another part in a Marvel series, but not MCU. Because she played Gwen Stacy in the Spider-Verse, Into the Spider-Verse.
Okay.
And you know who else played in Into the Spider-Verse? Catherine Hahn.
Oh, Catherine Hahn.
Kata.
What was she? What was her character?
She played Doc Ock. Or a different version of Doc Ock, because in the comics there was like a male version and a female version. She played the female version of Doc Ock. And Haley Steinfeld played Doc Ock.
Dark Ark. Okay.
Dr. Octopus.
He might just that rule.
They called her Dr. Octopus in a way. Or Doc Ock. There's actually a theory about Dottie as well.
Dottie?
Yeah. Dottie being another magic user. Or witch.
But at the end, she turned out to be just another...
Oh, Darcy. Dr. Darcy.
Another of
Dottie.
the...
But now we know that she was just a nobody as well in this one.
Yeah, she didn't show much in the finale, did they?
Well, they have
Dottie. She was just one of the neighbors, one of the people who lived there, who was a character, and she was the one that said, I have a daughter. Can you let her out of the room? Can she have a part to be your son's playmate? Or what about even the bully? Just let her out, please.
Yeah, that was Dottie.
Oh, Dottie.
But effectively, if they were looking at the roses, because Wanda's roses were red, Agnes's roses were purple, showing their powers. But then Dottie also had a flower field on her own, which were yellow.
Right.
And effectively in the comics, there was effectively a character associated with a witch with yellow powers, which correlates a lot to Dottie.
Well, maybe because in this, she already confirmed the star, Emma Caulfield. She says Dottie was meant to trick fans.
Yeah, so that theory was debunked as well.
Debunked, yeah.
Debunked.
So bait and switch.
But it would have been like another cool idea if they did have another witch with yellow powers. Film Theory also did a recent video of that one, revealing Dottie could have been a third witch. Have a look at that.
Been a what witch?
Third witch.
Could have been the third witch in the show.
Other than Wanda and Agatha.
Yep.
Yeah, she's a red herring. She already confirmed it. Unfortunately for fans who wanted more, it says WandaVision's Emma Caulfield on the perils of being a red herring.
Yeah.
Because begs WandaVision fans not to take their vengeance on her.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was an interesting one.
Yeah. I don't know about you guys, but I was hoping I might have a big review near the end, like a big review of one of the main characters, like Doctor Strange. I thought might appear or something, but
Yeah.
it didn't.
But they actually did say that this was the theory.
Superpowered witch. Yep.
Yeah, because of the yellow roses.
I see. It's a red herring.
Yeah.
Red herring.
Yeah, red herring.
But that was still an interesting thing that came up, because when we saw the yellow roses, there was a possibility. But now we know it was nothing, annoyingly. Yeah. Because, the theory was based on the colors of the flowers.
It's true. Yes.
Yep, anyways.
Yeah, so that is it.
Most things.
Well, there's so the question is, this is supposed to be a one-off.
Oh, would there be another season?
Although, who knows?
It was never planned to have
There is
another
not
season.
going to be a second season.
Never had the plan.
It was never planned to be.
There's only one season all along.
So far, there's no confirmation. Yeah.
Yeah, and plus they're trying to make it the prelude to Multiverse of Madness.
Yeah.
Doctor Strange 2, yeah. There's no need, for double.
And even Spider-Man 3, because she's...
Spider-Man 3?
She'll appear in that Spider-Man No Way Home, yeah.
Oh.
She'll be in that as well.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's on there.
All right. So next thing to look forward to is
in 2
Falcon
weeks.
Winter Soldier in 2 weeks. So there's Winter Soldier and there's
Falcon. Yeah, Bucky.
Bucky.
Captain America's best buddy. Actually, who's actually looking forward to that one a lot?
Well, I am.
Yeah.
Is it 2 episodes? Is it 2 episodes?
8.
It's
8
8
episodes.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
One left.
All right.
Not a mini series.
Not a mini series. Oh,
Then we also have Emily Van Camp's
nice.
Sharon Carter back again.
Sharon
Carter. Oh, okay.
Oh.
Peggy Carter's daughter or granddaughter or something. Whatever.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Yeah, the girl
Yeah,
from
that embarrassing moment when Steve Rogers kissed Sharon Carter.
Steve Rogers.
Yeah.
That would have been quite bad to go back in time and say, I kissed my granddaughter. Watching the show will understand how the Falcon becomes the new Captain America.
That could be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool.